Hello guys, welcome to our first video. So in this video we're going to be reading Earth and Sun from the FOSS science resources. So basically how this works is that we're going to read one lesson, then I'm going to make notes on a Google Doc that I'm going to share them in the comments section so you can go back and read them if you want to learn more, and they're going to have some fun facts on them that we didn't cover on the video. So without further ado, let's get started. Earth and Sun, FOSS science resources. Changing shadows. Objects you can't see through, such as people, birds, buildings, balls, and flagpoles, have shadows on sunny days. That's because opaque objects block sunlight. A shadow is the dark area behind an opaque object. Shadows give information about the position of the sun. If you see your shadow in front of you, then the sun is behind you. Did you know that a shadow tells you what time of day it is? Let's see how that works. First, if you're in North America, you need to be facing south. When you are facing south, north is behind you. It is 12 o'clock noon. Look at the flagpole and observe its shadow. What direction is the shadow pointing? So we can see the shadow is pointing north. The shadow is pointing straight north, which is toward you, and it is short. When a shadow points north, the time is about 12 o'clock noon. What does the flagpole shadow look like at 9 in the morning? Did you see your shadow this morning? Do you remember the direction it was pointing? Do you remember how long it was? This diagram shows a flagpole at 9 in the morning. The flagpole casts a longer shadow and the shadow points west. But the shadow doesn't point straight west, it points a little north. The direction between north and northwest is called northwest. What happened to the shadow in the afternoon? By 3 in the afternoon, the shadow is getting long again. It is pointing northeast. The sun has moved across the sky and looks low in the west. In a few more hours, the sun will set in the west. Two things to happen to a shadow between sunrise and sunset: its length changes and its direction changes. Early in the morning, a shadow is long and it points west. We observe that the sun moves across the sky from east to west and the shadow changes. At noon, the sun reaches its highest point in the sky. Now the shadow is as short as it will get. It points straight north. We observe that the sun keeps moving across the sky. Just before sunset, a shadow is very long and it points east. So, next page. All right, the sun and the seasons.
The sun and seasons.
Shadows can
Shadows can.
tell us even more about the movement of the sun. We know that the sun moves across the sky from east to west every day. But did you know the sun also changes position in the sky from season to season? Here's how you can observe it. Imagine you are looking at the flagpole on your school grounds again, but this time you are standing on the east side of your pole and facing west. North is to your right and south is to your left. For this experiment, you have to measure the shadow at noon only, but you have to measure it every day for 1 year. That sounds like a long-term experiment. Here are the noon shadows for just 5 times during the year. Look at the length of the shadow and the position of the sun in the sky on each date. On June 21st, the first day of summer, the sun is high in the sky at noon. 3 months later, on September 21st, the first day of fall, the sun is lower, and on December 21st, the first day of winter, sun is at its lowest noon position. After December 21st, the sun begins to climb higher in the sky again. On March 21st, the first day of spring, it is as high as it was in September. 1 year after starting the experiment on June 21st, the sun is again at its highest noon position. So here's a little timetable type of thing. So you can see it looks like a V. It's extremely high, then it gets a medium, then it gets low, then it goes medium and extremely high. So this is the next lesson we'll cover in the next video, sunrise and sunset. But for now, let's try to make notes. So from this first page, let's see what we can do. If you have any suggestions for this page, you can write them down in the comment section by commenting page 3 dash and then whatever your suggestion is. So let's see. We can write in the definition of a shadow. So a shadow is the dark area behind an object. So that's one thing. Let's see what else we can write. Alright, so I think that's it for the first page. Let's move to the next one. So we can write when a shadow points straight north, it is short. No, we'll write when a shadow points north, the time is about 12 o'clock noon. When a shadow points north, the time is about, let's just write 12 p.m. So we could write for this next diagram here, the direction between north and west is northwest. Direction between north and west is northwest. Alright, next diagram. So when the shadow gets long again towards noon, it should point northeast. The sun has moved across the sky and will set low in the west. So sunset, let's write you can identify when the sun is about to set by looking at the length of the shadows. So I've actually done this experiment once, and I went hiking on a trail once, and this was really useful because we didn't have a watch because we really wanted to be exposed to the outdoors. So that was really fun doing that. Alright, so now we can write what happens to a shadow between sunrise and sunset. So we can write over here between sunrise and sunset, the length of a shadow changes. So that's one. And let's see what else we can do. So we can write this, the sun changes position in the sky from season to season. The sun changes position in the sky from season to season. Oops. Yeah, and let's do this next one right here. So this is it, and this is questions if you want to answer them. I'll be posting these in the comments later. And yeah, that's about it for lesson 1. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.